What do we get with this beautiful, beautiful copy? Holy moly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video with Swaggle. And in this video, we got ourselves a good old-fashioned CGC unboxing here on the channel today. Of course, you guys know what a CGC unboxing video is. Some of the most fun comic book content on YouTube. And this one should be cool. I'm very, very excited about this one. Got some really cool books in here, some pretty decent ones. Now, a little bit of context here is that while I don't know the grades for these books, I did get an upcharge on my CGC account when I submitted them. And usually, for context, if you guys don't know, I got the upcharge because that meant that CGC said, hey, these books are more expensive than what you submitted them as. So that leads me to believe that we did pretty well with our submission overall. So we're going to do this unboxing together. I'm going to talk about, how I got the books, guess a little bit of the grades, and then we're going to find out what they are together. Also, I did do a little bit of looking up of values ahead of time, so I have some context of fair market value for what I think the grade range is of some of these books. But of course, before I get into it, if you guys could like, comment, subscribe, I would appreciate it. Help support the channel, doing all those things. But let's get into this video here today. Now, I did do a big submission to CGC a few weeks back. So we're going to have a lot of CGC unboxing videos on the channel for, the next week or so. But I kind of broke them up into different, things to discuss, because they all have, sort of their own story. This is just going to be your good old fashioned, let's just open it up and look at these books together and kind of have fun doing it that way. Okay, wait. I didn't prep this correctly, so I don't want to spoil the grades for myself. So let me see if I can kind of do this right here. Now, a lot of these books are books that I found in the wild. Some of them are books that I bought at comic book shows, and then others are some books that I made in a trade, or at least one of them is a book that I did in a trade. So let's kind of look at these books together. I'm just going to pull them out. I don't have them taped or anything like that. And, let's just go through them one by one. All right. First book up here we got is an amazing copy right here of Daredevil #1. First appearance of Matt Murdock, Daredevil. A very cool book. Obviously, a book that has taken a little bit of a plunge recently due to the corrections in the market and also, of course, the cancel of the show. But that doesn't change the fact that this is one of Marvel's most premier characters and their first appearance to boot. Now, okay, when I got this book, it had a lot of wear on it. I guessed that this was going to be a 2.5 grade. Had some tears, had some wear, lower grade. But let us see what I got here today. Again, I'll be happy with a 2.5 and oh, wow, 3.5? 3.5. CGC is getting soft, these days. CGC is getting soft. Well, there you go, guys. Daredevil 1, 3.5, off-white pages. Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm actually really happy with that. There you guys can see the back right there. So very, very solid presenting 3.5 copy. Nice colors on this one overall. I think the 3.5 value, I actually didn't look up the 3.5 value. I know that at one point this book was about $1,000 a point. So like a 1.0 would be 1,000, a 2.0 would be 2,000, a 3.0 would be 3,000. But we've had some corrections in there. So my guess would be that this fair market value is anywhere from 2,500 to 3,000 is probably where this book kind of sits at this current moment in time. I don't know if now's the time to buy this book. I think that there still might be some corrections ahead of this one. We have to see. We've been doing our index calculations and seeing how the readjustments are, and I think that this one might still be a little bit hot. But again, it's still a Daredevil 1. What a great book. Yeah, very, very cool. With that one, very excited to have gotten that grade there. All right, I don't want to spoil. Can't. All right, let's pull out the next book here. Let's go through these one at a time. All right, next up we got, okay. All right, this one I picked up in the wild. I actually did a video for this one. Of course, we got ourselves an Amazing Spider-Man #14. First appearance of the Green Goblin. Probably Spider-Man's most iconic supervillain. Do you count Kingpin? I always put Kingpin now in the Daredevil supervillain roster, so I don't really count him. But I think Green Goblin and Doctor Octopus are 1A and 1B. But this was a book I picked up in the wild. It was a very, very nice copy, presented really nice. I think in my video I said I was hoping for like a 5.0 or so. One of the issues with this is that there's a stain on the back, like someone put a like soda can, type of a ring stain on top of this book. So it had a little bit of that. So I thought that would get hit really hard. But, outside of that, I mean, the book presents beautifully. So let's see, maybe 5.0, 5.5 would be great. Let's see what I got. Oh, man, my grading is rough, guys. My grading is harsh. 6.5 off-white to white pages right there. Beautiful copy. That is exciting. That is great. Yeah, so I guess, we did do press and clean for every single one of these books. So maybe the ring damage, you guys can see a little bit of fuzziness right there. It was like an entire ring that was on the back of this book. So that's why I thought, maybe they were going to ding that pretty hard overall. But, it is a beautiful copy. I mean, the cover itself looks fantastic. So a very, very nice presenting 6.5 grade. Fair market value for this one, probably around the $3,500 range, I would guess, is probably where this book sits at this current moment in time. I mean, a great grade to be in, a great book. I mean, across all grades, this is an excellent key. And I think, maybe one day when we get the reset of, the Marvel universe or the Spider-Man universe, they got to bring back Green Goblin. I mean, now we're at Craven movies. You know what I mean? Like, it's what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Okay, all right. Let's move on to the next book here. Another book that I've done a unboxing on the channel for this one, or another book I did find in the wild when I was almost found that AF-15. Of course, we go from one Spider-Man villain to another one right here. Amazing Spider-Man number 2, first appearance of Vulture. Now, this was a really nice presenting copy. It had a little bit of a corner right here, a little bit of wear on the edges and things like that. It definitely needed a press when I picked it up. But yeah, I mean, I definitely thought, I was like, this is at least a 6.0, maybe a 6.5. That was kind of, I think in my video, I was trying to not jinx myself and I probably undergraded it. But I would say, I would expect a 6.5 at least with this one here. So Amazing Spider-Man number 2, first appearance of Vulture. What did we get with this guy here? Oh, guys, my God, 7.0 white pages. 7.0 white pages. A beautiful, beautiful copy of ASM number 2. Look at the reds, guys. Look at the red colors on this one. Great book. It's got a date stamp here. Some people like their date stamps. Some people don't like their date stamps, but I personally do like date stamps. Very awesome cover. Third appearance of Spider-Man, guys. I mean, third appearance of Spider-Man. Here's the back right here. Nice looking back, It's just it's really the type of 7.0 copy that really just has edge wear, up along the top here, a little bit down here, a little bit, a couple ticks on the spine, things like that. But yeah, outside of that, really, really solid book right here. Now, this one is weird. I think this is a pretty expensive book, depending. I think there have been some sales at the $7,000 range for 7.0. I think one went on Comic Link for that. I think a 7.5 went for $5,500. So there's some range when you get to like this grade level for this book, but certainly over maybe $6,000 or so. I think right now would be a fair price when you look at some of the graphs for this book. But pretty incredible copy. Wow, very, very, very happy with the results on that one right there. That is very fortunate. Very, very cool. All right. Oh, okay. Here's another one, guys. Another one I found in the wild. I talked about this one, of course. You guys know what this book is, right? Invincible Iron Man number 1. First solo series for Iron Man. First title. This was the turnover from Tales to Astonish when they went from, Tales of Suspense, excuse me. When they took these characters and actually gave them their own titles and gave them the big premiere issue. Classic cover right here. Beautiful book. Beautiful copy. I mean, Look at this thing. And now, this was another one that when I got this, I was like, this is a really nice copy, but I don't want to jinx myself. But again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I got price adjusted on every single book in this batch. So I know that these hit higher grades. So I was hoping for like an 8.0 or so with this one. I was trying to look, some wear down here and some spine ticks and stuff. But the fact that they price adjusted me, I mean, let's just rip the Band-Aid and see what we got, guys. Here we go. Iron Man 1 in the CGC, 9.2. 9.2 white pages. Look at that, guys. 9.2 white pages. Beautiful copy of this book. There you see the back right there. Just clean, just clean. I mean, this is just one of those copies that it's got a couple spine ticks on it. Maybe a little edge wear down here. So yeah, 9.2. 9.2 is probably what it is. I just didn't want to get ahead of myself. You hope for the best, expect the worst, right? What is it? Expect the worst, hope for the best. You guys know the saying. Yeah, this one I actually don't know what the fair market value is. Is it like 2,000 maybe for this book right here? I'm not exactly sure, but 9.2 Iron Man 1. Wow, very, very cool. All right, let's keep it going, guys. Keep it going. Keep it going. Here we go. Two more books to take a look at. Okay, this one, I am super excited about this one. Okay. This one I got in the wild. And Luke Cage Hero for Hire #1. Now, when I picked up this book, I got it out of the bag. I was like, this is a really clean copy. And I got it out of the bag and I looked at it and I was like, honestly, this is like a near mint copy. Now, I don't think it was a 9.8. If I get a 9.8 right here, guys, we about to lose it. But I don't think it's a 9.8. There was a little bit of like a little funkiness here on the staple and stuff like that. So I doubt it. But I got price adjusted like crazy on this book. So I was talking to, shout out to Automatic Comics, Ryan over at Automatic Comic Books, and we were talking about it, and he was like, yo, when you get this much price adjusted, like you hit a really high grade. So I don't know. We got to rip the Band-Aid, guys. Here we go. Hero for Hire 1. What do we get with this beautiful, beautiful copy? (9.6) white pages. 1972. First appearance of Luke Cage. All black cover. Holy moly. Dude. Okay. We've had content on the channel, where we talked about the 9.8 of Hero for Hire 1. And 9.8 sold for $100 and something $1,000, like $105,000. Then recently, a recent copy, which admittedly was not the best looking copy. Frankly, my copy looks better than that copy. That copy sold for $64,000 in a 9.8. This is a 9.6. And I mean, this thing, like, okay, you guys know how sometimes the wraps on these books, like you get the white line right here because the wrap like was pulled over. This is like a perfect wrap, which makes it even harder to get this perfect grade because you have a perfect black along the side right here, which is incredible. I mean, the alignment too of this, great framing right there. Incredible copy. 9.6. Now, here's the thing. Last sale for a 9.6 was basically at the $10,000 range. It was right around there, but that was at the start of 2021. So there hasn't been a sale for a 9.6 in 3 years. So I actually don't know what this would be. I would assume that you would probably have to like apply the price correction adjustment, to the last previous sale, if that one counts. So I would expect, I don't know, 10,000, 35%, 30% correction, $7,000, something like that. Wow, what a crazy book right here. Crazy book. Only 12 9.8s. Only 50, I think 50 copies in a 9.6 right here. So really tough to get this book in this high of grade, the black cover. That's pretty crazy. 9.6 white pages, guys. I mean, I didn't want to, when you got the price adjustment, you get the price adjustment, and it was a big price adjustment. We went from like when you get to unlimited value, right? Like they charge like a percentage of it, and it was a big price adjustment, which meant like, okay. I mean, actually, if I got a 9.4, I would have been upset with CGC. I would have been like, yo, you can't charge me that much on a price adjustment and not give me, or give me a 9.4. I would have been really upset with that. So that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. All right, here we go. Last book here, guys. I did this one in an unboxing. Fantastic Four, #4. First Neymar in the Silver Age. This was another book, great presenting book, really, really nice colors, really bright. Just look at that. I mean, you guys know that this book is always wrecked or always faded. This was a really, really nice copy. I think when I initially got it, I was like, okay, this is probably like 5.5, 5.0, 5.5. But again, I was trying to be conservative, guys. I didn't want to get too excited. So really, if we're in the, well, based on the other stuff, I'm going to assume at least 6.5, and maybe we get a 7.0 here. Maybe we probably should get a 7.0. If the ASM2 is a 7.0, this is definitely a 7.0. All right, let's see what it is. Fantastic Four, #4, First Neymar, Silver Age. 7.0 copy right there, guys. 7.0 white pages. We're killing it with the pages, guys. We're killing it with the white pages on all of these books. Wow. That's a nice presenting copy right there. There you see the back. Now I think it got dinged up a little bit. You can see, you can't quite see through the thing, but there was some wear down here in the corner, in the back corner. Probably at one point had a dog ear in the back corner in a bag. Some spine ticks, things like that, edge wear. Tiny overspray over here, which, some people like the overspray, some people don't. Some spine ticks here. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I think that this book, I did get everything pressed and cleaned, but when I'm looking at it, I'm like, you could repress this. And maybe you'd get even luckier, but I mean, look at that. That's a great looking copy of this book, 7.0. I think last couple sales, I saw a high, a 7.5 went for like, I don't know, 6,000, 7,000, something like that. Maybe this last one went for like 5,000, something of that level. I think this is probably where this book has lived for a while. So, wow, killing it with this unboxing here today. That is some big boy books, man. That is some big boy books. Yeah. Well, that is it. Those were the 6 books. Again, Fantastic Four in a 4.0, or Fantastic Four 4, 7.0 right there. Got a Hero for Hire in a 9.6. Pretty crazy right there. Iron Man 1, 9.2. We got ASM 2, 7.0. We got ASM 14 in a 6.5 right there. And then last but not least, Daredevil 1 in a 3.5. Wow. That's pretty awesome. Super excited about that. I'm glad that my CGC bill feels justified now, because it was a big bill that I got from them. And I don't know. I think some of these books for sure I will probably be moving on with. It'd be fun to keep all of them, but it'd be nice to have something offset some of the costs with CGC and picking up these books and stuff. And we might hang on to some of them, move on with some of those other ones. I gotta figure out what to do with that Hero for Hire #1. That is pretty rare, pretty low census book right there. So very excited to have that. Well, that's all for this video. That was me doing a CGC unboxing with you guys here today. I do have a bunch of other CGC books coming back. Some of them are just nice Silver Age books. I'm still waiting on some of those. Others are some books that have some other topics that I want to talk about, CPR candidates and things like that, which could be interesting content to do here on the channel. Anyways, that's all for this video. Let me know what you guys think. How did you guys think that we did here on our grades? Obviously, we did very well. Very, very cool to get some of these books. That's all I got for this video. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one.